Hello everybody. In this video, we are going to see about how to revise ancient Indian history in 2 hours. First things first, what is our source? Look, you can prepare from old NCERTs or Tamil Nadu NCERTs or any material of your choice of any coaching institute. But the fundamental point will be any material consists of hardly 300 pages. So is it possible to read 300 pages in 2 hours? Yes, it is definitely possible. Provided you must have already completed at least reading one or twice before revising. Okay, entire 300 pages you need to read at least once or twice. Now, what is the need to revise in 2 hours? You see, before the exam, you cannot really read every page by page. You cannot really read. First point, and the second point is you cannot read every subject before the day of examination. Hardly you can read one or two subjects of your strength areas, isn't it? So you have to have a strategy that you need to revise at least 10 times, at least 10 times of every subject. So for that, if at all we can have a strategy to revise in 2 hours, definitely we can complete it in 10 times. For example, I'll give you some example. You see, today's date is 8th April, right? UPSC Prelims 2026 is on 24th May. So you still have 40 days. So if you have a strategy to prepare to revise in 2 hours, you can easily revise 10 times before the exam. It gives you more utility than anything else, right? Now, let us see what are the steps that need to be followed. For example, if at all you see the ancient Indian history, first of all, you do one thing. Your first step is to write all the kingdom names. Okay, for example, Jainism, Buddhism, Magadha Empire, Maurya, Satavahanas, Gupta, all the kingdom names you write. Then you write who are the kings that involved. Okay, for example, in Magadha Empire, Haryanka dynasty, you will be writing Bimbisara, Ajatashatru, Udayan. Then comes the dynasty of Shishunagas. There you will see Kala Ashoka. Then comes Nanda dynasty. There you will see Mahapadmananda, Dhanananda, etc. Isn't it? And similarly, Satavahanas or Gupta Empire or Harshavardhana. You write the kingdom names and king names and also write their years. Because why I'm telling you years? Because in UPSC chronology is one of the most favorite areas. If at all you see 2023 or 2024 paper, there a chronological based or question was given, like Gurjar Pratiharas or Rashtrakutas, arrange them in a chronological order, isn't it? So you try to remember the years names also as far as kingdoms and kings related. This will be a second step. So first step will be kingdoms and kings, and second step will be chronology, and third step is you try to identify four or three parameters from every kingdom that you read. For example, you're reading Magadha Empire. You read what are the administrative measures that were there in Magadha Empire. First point. Then how society was impacted during Magadha Empire. What policies brought some changes, or what reforms made changes in the lives of people. Those kind of things you read. And economical aspect, like how trade is being done, what kind of goods were imported or exported, and majority of the share comes from which goods, or is there any kind of coins that were introduced, or is there any kind of seals that were traded off. Okay, all those kind of economical parameters that you need to remember for each and every kingdom that you read. So for example, you're reading Satavahanas, you read these three parameters only. Administration, for example, Gaulikas were there, definitely. Societal impact, because they brought back these Brahminical traditions of performing rituals, these kind of yajnas they brought back again. And economical aspect, they introduced some new coins with their own faces, kings faces, isn't it? Even in Maharashtra also they have introduced this. So these kind of aspects that you need to remember when when you're reading kingdoms and kings. So that will be a third aspect. Okay, now hardly for doing this, if at all you prepared some short notes or any revision material of any coaching institutes, if you do this, it will take hardly 45 minutes. Without seeing, you can revise them. Got it? Now after 45 minutes you might miss some things, right? Now then do one thing. You go to the syllabus space, content space will be there. This particular textbook is RS Sharma. Okay, RS Sharma textbook this is. Now if at all you go to the syllabus or contents page, you will see the keywords. For example, you see the Harappa culture, it was given bronze age was there. So before this Chalcolithic will be copper age will be there, isn't it? So like this, if at all you see some key words will be there. Male deity is there, domestication of animals is there, agriculture is there, town planning how it used to be there, seals it is there, you know. Was Harappa culture is Vedic, or is there any kind of, you know, stone work that is there, pottery work that is there? When I see all these keywords, I should recollect, okay, what kind of pottery was there in Harappa? Do they believe in God, or do they worship, or does temples exist in Harappa civilization? Or terracotta figurines, what kind of terracotta figurines were there? All these kind of things that I need to recollect by looking at the keywords. So for each and every chapter, you do the same things. For example, here you see Jainism and Buddhism. What are the features of Jainism? What are the features of Buddhism? What are the doctrines of Buddhism and Jainism? Okay, why there is a decline of Buddhism, or what is the significance and influence of Buddhism? By looking at those keywords, I should be able to recollect. Suppose if I'm not able to recollect, okay, open the book, write down the point, just one or two lines, that's it, and then close the book and then again revise it. So like this, if you do this repeatedly, you can easily complete in 2 hours. Some people can complete even less than in 2 hours also. Trust me, it will happen for sure. Next, for every kingdom, see Satavahana kingdom or Gupta kingdom or Harsha and his times, for every kingdom you follow the same procedure. Kingdom or king names, first point. Second point, chronology. Third point, administrative, societal or economic impacts, and what is the influence and why the particular kingdom declined, or why it is flourished, or any new inventions that are particularly attributable to any particular kingdom. These kind of things you need to remember. Okay, then the last thing will be, you open any book and do the maps. For ancient Indian history, map pointing is very important. For example, what do you mean by maps? See, in Maurya kingdom, we'll be reading about Ashoka, right? When we're reading about Ashoka, we'll be talking about major rock edicts, isn't it? Minor rock edicts or inscriptions. I mean, like, pillars. I mean to say, all these are inscriptions only. We talk about pillars. So all these we need to remember. We need to locate the places also, isn't it? For example, in one of the year, UPSC asked a question: where is Jaugada is there? So it's in whether it is in Andhra or whether it is in Orissa. You can only know when you look at the maps, isn't it? So these kind of things that you need to mug up literally by heart from any book that you follow. I personally suggest you. There is some themes books. Themes one, themes two, themes three will be there. You particularly by heart all the graphs, all the maps that are present in the themes book. Okay, along with the NCRTs that you read. So this is how you can really revise entire ancient history in 2 hours. Okay, and if you repeat this for 10 times, you can easily complete in less than that time also. Trust me, it will be more useful. The reason why I'm saying this is, do not try to read only one or two times before the exam, because people will think that if I read only one to two times perfectly, I can able to recollect something and attempt in the question, attempt in the examination hall. But the things are not like that. In history, the questions are highly, you cannot expect them. From where the questions will be coming, you cannot expect them. Hardly out of 10 questions, any topper will can attempt only 7 to 8 questions. Two questions nobody can attempt. Again, they need to do some guessing, some random guessing. In those 7 to 8 questions also, only the top people who read everything for at least 5 times, they can attempt, or else you can only hardly attempt 3 to 5 questions. You can practically attempt, and you can practically check with yourself. Got it? So this is of you need to understand. That's it for today's video. And our Telegram channel name is UPSC Plan DKV. So if at all you wanted to find the relevant PDFs or any kind of links, you can go and join that particular channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.